What's going on, guys? It's Tonka Time. Welcome back to the achievement guide for Glory of the Ny'alotha Raider achievement. Today's achievement will actually be Mana Sponge. So that is defeat Mott after defeating a forbidden manifestation. Now, that is actually a little bit harder than what it sounds like, but this achievement isn't that terrible. It's pretty much you grab a dark manifestation ad and you have him eat a forbidden mana orb. Now for these orbs to spawn, they only happen during Obsidian Skin phase where Mott is casting the Obsidian Shatter. The ad, however, spawns obviously during this phase that we're in right now. So you'd have one tank pick him up and then one tank on the boss, then you would switch like normal whenever the main tank gets the debuff. And he spawns 3 of those ads before he goes into the Obsidian Skin phase. So if you're feeling brave, you got the DPS, and you got the time, you could just try to get the achievement during the first Obsidian Shatter phase, which we tried to do, as you probably see throughout the video, but we messed up. So that way, we just kept going with the boss fight, and we had a second chance to do it, which luckily we got on the second chance anyways. But if it helps, you guys can always use 3 tanks instead of the 2, and that way you can have 2 tanks off to the side tanking the ads, and then one at the boss, and you guys just rotate. It just depends on the composition of your group, but it's not necessary to have. Obviously, some things to keep in mind, though, when you're tanking the ads is you want to take them away from the boss, and those black circles on the floor, that's called Devoured Abyss. You want to make sure that the ads get tanked in the Devoured Abyss, because what that does is that silences the Dark Manifestation from casting Dark Offering, which sacrifices 20% of its health as mana to Mott, which would be bad. So you want to be able to keep the Dark Manifestation alive until you get to the Obsidian Skin phase. So ideally, you could just pick up the last ad out of the 3 that he summons for phase 1, or you can just try to hold on to 2 ads. If you have the 2 different tanks, you guys would have more mobility if you have 2 different ads, so that way you guys would have a better chance of catching the orb. Before you go off grabbing the orb, just make sure that Mott fully transitions and then go and try to grab the orb. Ideally, the ad will cast Dark Offering about 2 or 3 times before you grab the orb. So everybody, especially the tank, just needs to be more aware of their surroundings. Like for us, we were helping the tank call out where the orb was spawning, so that way he can get to the area fast enough so for the ad to absorb it. Now, when the Dark Manifestation grabs the Forbidden Orb, it'll probably still be during the Obsidian Shatter phase. So have the tank still tank out the ad to the side, and then continue to DPS down Mott until he gets out of the Obsidian Shatter phase. Tanks and healers, just kind of keep in mind, once the ad transforms into the Forbidden Manifestation, the ad gains obviously more health, gets a lot larger, and then he casts the Dark Manifestation pool that Mott will usually cast to spawn the ad. So that's why you want to keep him away from the group, because that little dark hole will start sucking people in, and if you have it in the middle of the group, then you're going to have to move Mott, and then you're just wasting a lot of time and effort. So once Mott is out of the Obsidian Shatter phase, you can obviously bring the ad back into the group. Go ahead and Lust, because the ad is going to be doing a little bit more damage than normal. DPS down the ad and DPS down the boss, and you guys should have yourself achievement. That's pretty much this boss fight in a nutshell. So I hope you guys understood it, because it took me a minute to understand as well and to relay the information to you guys. But if you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that like button. For more content, stay up to date, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you want to see more live streams, please follow me on twitch.tv/TonkaTime. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed.